What's going on, everybody? Today in this video you will learn how to resell sneakers and clothes and make some good money from it. So the first thing we're going to cover is what you will need to start off your reselling journey. First thing that you will need, of course, is some money. Trust me, you don't need a lot. You could really start off, I feel like a good price would be $50. For $50, that will cover any supplies that you need. That's not the clothes themselves. That will cover boxes, that will cover bags, tape, any dunnage you need to put in the boxes. And then use the rest of the money to go buy some clothes. So there's a few different routes that you could go into when it comes to reselling. When you first start off, I recommend you going somewhere that's local. The stores are just listed. You could just go on Google Maps, look them up, and see which ones are closest to you when you first start. The brands that are most likely to sell are the ones that you probably got on right now. Things like Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, even like Polo, Ralph Lauren, things like that. And a good point of reference is the eBay app. You can scan the barcode of an item and it'll show what it last sold for, so it gives you a good idea. Now when it comes to finding the item you want to buy, you want to be able to find an item for cheap that's on sale that you will be able to sell for at least double the profit. For example, if you have an item that's $10, you want to make sure that it at least sold for more than $20. When it comes to profit, any amount of profit is good, especially when you're just starting off. Make sure you use the eBay app so you can see what it last sold for, and gives you a good reference point of how much that item is going for. And also you got to take into calculation different fees and different shipping costs. And once you got the items, keep the receipt. Time to go home. It's time to get them posted. Apps to post your items. This is key. The main apps you want to be using is eBay, Poshmark, Grailed, and Mercari. So when it comes to posting, you want to post every single one of those apps. I'll go over an easy way that you could just copy and paste them so you don't have to do too much typing. You copy the name and it's in your notes. You paste it and then you go to the next app. Copy it from notes and paste it. Now this will save you so much time whenever you're posting from app to app. Posting them on every single app gives you different viewers that will be able to see your item. But once your item sells, you want to make sure you remove it from the other apps so you don't get any bad reviews or you don't ship the item out because you already sold it. Now you need to know how to post your items and make them look good. The first thing that you want to do, make sure you have a nice and clean background. You don't want to just throw your clothes or your shoes in a random dingy background and then post them. No one's going to want to buy it. You want a nice clean background. You want to have good lighting. Just use your flash on your phone. You want to make sure that the background is clean and it looks professional. You want to take a picture of every angle of the item you're selling. If it's a shirt, that would be front, back. Shoes, that would be the inside, that would be the soles, that would be every angle. Now another thing you want to include is the tag. If your item doesn't have a tag, it's perfectly fine. Just make sure you include that in the description. So now that your pictures look good, you need to know how to keep track of everything. And the number one thing I recommend is some sort of spreadsheet, either Google Sheets, as well as you could just use a normal notebook. The things you will need to include. Now this is very important, so make sure you're listening. You need to include, you need the date, the price you bought it for, how much you sold it for, you will need the profit, and then not only that, which is very important, which a lot of people do not teach you, is you want to include any tax write-offs. When it comes to taxes, you will only need to pay taxes and file taxes is if you make more than $400 in profit. Now this is across every single platform. If you make more than $400 profit, you'll have to pay taxes. This is why you want to include different write-offs that you have in your spreadsheet, so when it comes to tax season, you can write these items off. Now, I'll have a list on the screen as well. You can take a screenshot of the different write-offs, and it also includes any seller fees or shipping fees. Now, like I said, you want to keep track of all of these items in a spreadsheet or in a notebook. Do not forget about the write-offs. Not many people, if any, would even mention it. So you bought the item, you're ready to resell. You listed them, you made sure your pictures were on point, you had a good description and a good title. Now people are buying them. What do you do? How do you ship them? Whenever a buyer purchases something from you on any of the apps, they always send you a shipping label through your email. It will be a PDF file. Now when you get the shipping label, you will need to print it out. If you're printing it yourself, click this button right here if you're on the iPhone, and then you just print it like normal. If you don't have a printer, the post office and UPS will print out the shipping label for you. They'll also box it up for you if you don't have boxes or bags. They will also box and bag it up and put the label on. They'll do it all for you. That brings me right into my next point, is where do you drop them off? Drop them off at your local post office. You drop them off at UPS. There's many drop off points at like different stores. One store I can think of off the top of my head is Office Max or Office Depot. You can always look on Google, look up different drop off locations. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe, as well as if you have any more comments, leave them down below. I'll respond to them. And with that being said, this was a mission successful.